All right, so we're jumping straight in to Nana episode 26. Oh, okay, so things went well. Okay, so we didn't get to actually see the full concert, but I'm happy that apparently it went out without a hitch. Because I was nervous. I was scared something dramatic was going to happen. So that is like one thing I really like about Nana is I think oftentimes like plot lines and just like the overall story rarely actually falls into like cliches. Like I think I always anticipate something happening just based on, you know, assumptions from prior media and typical tropes that you see pop up time and time again. But I think Nana, interestingly enough, it really does buck a lot of those norms and oftentimes goes in directions that I least expect. So that's something that's always exciting about the show, and happy that in this particular instance it didn't fall into that trap. Oh, okay, so we actually do get to see the whole performance. Okay, great. I was a little bummed, and I was trying to hide it, and I'm like, oh, you know, it's okay, we didn't see it, like, it's all right. But no, I'm glad we get to see it. Wow, I love this for them. Oh, they're on the list. Okay. Oh, wow. Those obviously were fans of Nana because they have her hair and like her look and everything. Are they gonna give up their seats? Yeah, they probably will. Wow, that's nice. Uncharacteristically nice of Junko. Oh, is that the guy? Oh, they took a plane to Tokyo. Jeez. I'm assuming that guy is like the music exec or whoever is coming to watch them. I'm interested why we're following these two girls though right now. Wow. Oh yeah. I assume that's the music exec. If he's already seeing that there are super fans like that already willing to pay all of that money just to go see them, and have that level of like fervor, already it's like dollar signs, you know? I love like her entrance. Like she always just has this like, this just attitude about her. Wow. So everyone is there for Blast then. See, I think that's the exact same thing that Nana said in the last performance of Blast that she went to, of how she essentially, in a way, it's like it felt like she was losing Nana to like the fame, to the fans. And so clearly that sentiment still remains, especially now that I know that just based on some of those ending, like the dear or the hey Nana, like ending statements that happen at the end of every episode. I forget which one, but a couple episodes ago, it essentially confirmed that the Nanas just like haven't seen each other in a very long time. Nice, nice. Okay. Wait, why do they all look like that? Well, they're trying to play it cool. Oh, because she's still avoiding Nobu. Oh, but I guess also the record company guy. I think she might still be avoiding Nobu. I wonder if she's going to tell what she expects Junko, and maybe Kyosuke, but mostly Junko's reaction would be if she tells her about everything with Takumi. That's also another thing that's actually really sad about this, is that she has no one to tell about this. Like, she's really dealing with this completely on her own, and she doesn't have any sort of outlet to really help her carry like the emotional burden of all of this. And so I wonder if she's gonna maybe lean on Junko a bit. I don't know. Okay, if they're all gonna come to the house. Oh. Oh, look at them for their art, because they are in art school. I forget that.
純ちゃんたちは純ちゃんたちの世界で頑張ってるんだな。なんかますます置いてきぼり感が。
See, I think this goes to exactly what I was saying at the end of last episode. I just think part of it is that Nana just has nothing going on. Like that sounds bad, but like I think that's also partially why maybe she overvalued and over invested into her relationships, is because outside of that there's not really anything she's working towards, anything that she's learning, developing in. Like she really, it was just her relationship and her budding friendship with Nana. Like that was really it. And so with Nana and Blast as a collective at the precipice of being elevated to a new level of success, and then Junko and Kyosuke, you know, busy with their art school and art school friends, Nana sort of back to the place where she was, where she's lonely. You know, she's not in a relationship. She doesn't have Nana-O at home anymore. She's aimless. She doesn't really have a career. She just was like doing like odd jobs for like sales or what have you. She doesn't really have any real ambitions. And so, like I said, I think that's why she's kind of stuck in this Takumi situation, is because that's really the primary thing going on in her life, and why she seems so solemn when she hears the other people in her life, her other friends, are not necessarily moving on, but just moving, period. Like they are advancing in some way in their individual pursuits, and she's just standing in the same place. And so it makes sense that she is experiencing this feeling of like being left behind, or being, you know, kind of the odd one out, because everyone else has stuff going on and she unfortunately doesn't. Like, even just thinking of this, right? She's, you know, with Blast, she's not even really doing anything for them. Like, you know, it's not like she's working in sales or like helping them with like marketing or anything like that. She's just kind of tagging along. She is just showing up at their rehearsals, or was showing up at the rehearsals every day, and then going to their performances, cooking for them to celebrate. You know, like it's everything she does is like kind of in support of and in service to Blast, but it's like not anything she's doing on her own. Don't tell me it's not, motherfucker. It better not be. Oh, okay. Oh, are they not gonna come? Oh, no. Oh, man. The disappointment. Oh. Damn, that's so sad. I mean, I definitely understand her feeling of like immense disappointment. You know, she spent all this time and energy preparing this meal to celebrate them, and then, you know, plans get changed at the last second. I would be bummed as well. It's just so unfortunate. Again, it feels like Nana's being like truly like left out, like boxed out, and she no longer has a place. That's really difficult. It's just so hard feeling like deprioritized in friendships and in other relationships, where just other people or other things take precedent. Like that's when we're talking about like the erosion of a friendship. That's like where it starts, you know? It's like small things like this, and then just over time it builds and builds, and your friendship just doesn't look anywhere close to what it did before. Oh, so sad. She's so cute. Honestly though, just like thinking about this, I feel like this was like bound to happen. Like just thinking about like the end game of it all, I just feel like this probably was like the natural conclusion of their relationship, which is a bummer. I think you need to get a life. You need to get a life, Hachi. Oh my god. Shut the I hate this man. So he literally just doesn't respond to her text messages, just never tells her when he's gonna be in town. He just shows up when all willy-nilly when he wants, has no sort of respect for her and her time and her life. But he still has like a level of like possessiveness and jealousy, as kind of, you know, what she mentioned before about how Misato doesn't have those things. But Takumi clearly does. I'm just gonna assume the text that she sent him was like, hey, so just so you know, for the next month, I'm gonna have a guest at the house. His immediate reaction is to call her and be like, is it a girl? Who is it? Who's at your house? Oh, Takumi. And then honestly, this is probably gonna make Nana feel good, make her feel wanted, right? Oh my god. This is the timing of everything. Because she literally is in the state where she's like, I feel lonely, I feel unwanted, I feel deprioritized, I feel uncared for, I feel all these things. And this guy who like basically ghosts me on the regular is now showing interest in me, showing care, showing that he like has some sort of, there's something there. And that's probably gonna be so validating for like her own self-worth that she's probably gonna lean into this stupid ass relationship even harder. Hate it. That's so annoying. That's all he called for. See, that's the thing. It's like, I think Nana, she still really wants to be like a good girl, a nice girl, you know, like, and I think honestly we've seen this throughout the show, is that she always makes this statement about like, oh, like, I'm just so this, why can't I just be this? It feels like she's like aspiring to this like version of herself that just like is not real, not the reality. But I just wish she would go full bitch, which I don't think she is a bitch, so I think that's also the thing. She's like pretty, she is still relatively nice. But I would be such a menace to Takumi. Like, I would be a terror. I would terrorize him. As long as we're connected, I would terrorize him. If he called me and was like, oh, your house guest, like, is it a girl? I'd be like, what does it matter? I can have friends of any gender stay over at my place. What's it to you? Because it's like, if you're going to play around with somebody who's like as toxic as he is, I just feel like you gotta bring some of that toxicity back. Is that bad? I shouldn't advocate for that.
Takumi.
Gross. Just like, just his look of satisfaction, just, it pisses me off. Yeah, it's kind of awkward leaving this like teenager. God, this is just so, it's just so sad. She's just in such a vulnerable state that like she's like putty in his fingers. That's also the thing about me, and I get this from my mom. I just struggle feeling like taken advantage of just by principle. And so just by principle, I'm like, I need to regain the upper hand. In Nana's situation, I would do everything in my power, even if I'm like, you know what, I'm lonely, I'm desperate, I just want to continue having a fling with this man. I would still do my best to be like, I don't need him thinking that he can just snap his fingers and I show up. That he says jump and I say how high. Like, I feel like I need to create barriers, I need to create an obstacle, I need to make it challenging. You know what I mean? Even if at the end of the day we want the same thing, I just don't want it to, I just don't want them to feel as though they have the upper hand. What does that say about me? If there are anyone who's a therapist watching, let me know what that means. Oh my gosh, she doesn't even have the money? Now she's investing money into this shit? What does the text say? God damn it. I gotta chat GPT this one. Okay, it says, room 215, don't get the wrong idea. It's not a suite. That was a one-time service, just at the beginning and the end. Meaning, he's just texting her like, okay, this is the room. don't get your hopes up. It's just a regular room. And she's just like blushing and like happy because of that. Like, it's just so sad.
Yes, 私さ、やっぱノブたちと一緒の車乗ってくわ。ハチコ明日朝からバイトだっつってたし、顔見に今夜は。
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, also wait, hold on. Just going back a little bit. So has he just been in Tokyo this whole time? So he's just in Tokyo, in the city, and just does not reach out to her for them to spend any time together the entire time? For some reason, I thought it would be like, because they say, oh, you know, he's working, he's busy, but it's like, I didn't realize he was local still. Like, I was thinking, like, when him saying he's busy, that means he's in and out of town and all of that, but he's just fully in town. So now, Nana's trying to be sweet and go and see Nana. She's gonna go. Misato's gonna be the only one there. Nana's gonna be like, oh, I guess maybe she's with Takumi. Like, I don't know what she's gonna think.
なんか川野さんってさ、のんびりした親父だよね。デビューまで100年かかりそう。
あれでロックとかパンクとか本当にわかんのかな。
Oh man, he's not a good fit.
山分けしようぜ。
すいません、止めて。
What?
Hachiによろしくね、ノブさん。
Oh, is Nobu going with? Oh, Nobu's going with Nana. I just realized. What's going on with Shinichi, man?
来る気なの？
Okay, I was gonna say, I thought he wouldn't.
ただいま。
まだ起きてましたから。
She's just so cute.
こんな夜中にどこに？
よくわからないんですけど、突然慌てた様子で今夜は帰れないって。
I mean, wait. Why would Nana react that way, though? I feel like in my mind, I'd be like, oh, okay, she's probably with Takumi. I wouldn't think anything of it, but I'm curious why she reacted that way.
きっと彼氏んとこ行ったんだよ。
Okay,
心
yeah.
配すんな。
なんだ、ハチコさんって彼氏いるんだ。
何？
I was gonna say, don't sound so surprised.
だってハチコさんってナナさん一筋に見えるから。あ、オーブンレンジです。
それは見りゃわかるけど。
ローンで買われたそうですよ。
Yeah, wait, why would she buy a microwave? Oh, she sees all the food that she made. Oh.
実はハチコさんが今日は多分お祝いになるからってミサトが来た時にはすでに準備されてて。
Oh, she's gonna feel guilty. Wow. She did really go all out. Oh, man.
ナナ、例えば私たちが恋人同士ならそれは抱き合えば埋められる程度の隙間だったのかな。
Wow.
ナナを独り占めしたかったんじゃない。ナナに必要とされたかっただけなの。
Nana. I mean, so at this point, I think it's like, and it's been sort of established, I guess, throughout the entire show that Hachi does genuinely have like strong feelings for Nana, right? Like she said it at least once, but probably more than once, where she's essentially fantasized, whether, you know, in this like retrospective monologue at the end of each episode or, you know, in her like innermost thoughts, like in the moment, she's essentially fantasized about Nana and her being lovers, being in a relationship, being together forever. So obviously, like her love for Nana, like really, I mean, it's well established at this point. Like there's a depth of like sort of emotional connection that Hachi feels for Nana that number one is like obviously not returned. But number two is like, it's like, I don't say all encompassing, but it really is like the fact that Misato made that statement that, oh, how can Hachi have a boyfriend when she is in love with you? It's just interesting because I think Shoji couldn't fill, you know, what Nana was. Shoji could not be that. And then obviously Takumi can't be that. And all the other people in Nana's life, in Hachi's life, just can't be Nana. Just will never be Nana. It's just sad that like she's just doing what she can to feel temporarily and fleetingly the love that she desires to receive in return from Nana. She even said that. She said at the end, I didn't want to keep you all to myself. I just wanted to be needed by you. So heartbreaking. And I think that's the thing, is that I think unfortunately Nana just does not need her. There's just such a significant imbalance in their relationship. For Nana Hachi she's a roommate. She's a friend, and a friend that she's opened up to a teensy tiny bit, but like that's sort of, I think, potentially like this ceiling or nearing the ceiling of Nana's capacity for a relationship with Hachi. I think it might already be at its limit. Whereas for Hachi, just the way that she views Nana and like what Nana means to her, it's just so much more outsized. Like Nana is of significantly more importance to Hachi than Hachi is to Nana. Like that, it's just like a fundamental misalignment and just imbalance in their relationship. And so of course that's going to cause strife, right? And like I said, I think a big part of that, and a big part of perhaps why Nana occupies such a significant position in Nana's life, in Hachi's life, is because Hachi just doesn't have anything else going on. That's the thing with Nana, is like, I just really need her to really do some self-reflection and figure out some sort of like game plan for her life. Like, it doesn't seem like she really has any goals or anything that she's working towards. Interesting, everything with this music exec. He seems very taken by their performance and really, really interested. But just based on their conversation in the taxi, it seemed like he just wasn't a good fit. And his experiences didn't really align with their genre and just like the type of musicians that they are. So probably would be a risk, because he probably would not know how to really sell them. But, you know, that being said, I think hopefully this will kind of open the door to more industry people who, you know, can show interest and hopefully find better alignment with what they have to offer. Nobu, of course, is still so sad. Shinichi, the way that he, like, okay, I think I'm starting to understand things now. The way that he immediately ran off to go see Reira after she called him, I'm like, what's happening here? So is this actually like a relationship that's building? Because at this point, I'm like, I don't know if he's on the clock. I don't know if the meter's running. You know what I mean? I think they're just spending time together. Definitely still having sex, which is, but I don't know. I mean, they're seeming to enjoy each other's company, which is like, whatever. I don't know. So at the end, Nana makes a statement where she said, I wonder, does everyone have to endure such loneliness? And when it said, does everyone have to endure such loneliness, it cuts to Reira in the bath, but then it, you know, pans over and shows that she's in the bath with Shinichi. Like, is it that, okay, sorry, I just thinking about this again. Because Shinichi also made some statements in prior episodes that maybe allude to this as well, but maybe it's also that he can see that she's so deeply and fundamentally lonely that, because I think he said himself that, like, oh, you know, with his clients, a lot of them are just women who are lonely. Like, I think it was when Nobu was saying, like, oh, don't put Nana in the same category as the women that you sleep with. They're all sluts. Nana's a good girl. And Shinichi was like, no, I mean, I wouldn't call them that. He was like, I just feel like a lot of them are just women who are lonely. And so, I don't know, but what's different about Reira? I don't know. It's like, I'm actually fighting the urge to like try to look up what other people say about some of these episodes, and the two of them, because I'm trying to piece together like a possible theory, but I'm like, I'm scared of spoilers, but I'm also like, I want to know. You know who we haven't seen, really? I haven't seen Ren in a while. Also, is Nana ever gonna move back into the apartment? I don't understand something. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm being dumb. Takumi said, stop by my place tomorrow and get me some clothes, to the manager guy, right? What that suggests to me is that although he's like dropping him off for him to stay in this hotel, he like lives in an apartment nearby. You know, actually, let me think about it this way. Hold on, let me think about it deeper. So honestly, going back, the time that Nana and Takumi first hooked up, that's when they were in Nana's hometown, right? No, wait. It was that day that he was like driving on the street. No, it was in Tokyo. Why is he staying in hotels if he also has an apartment in the city? I don't know. Okay, I might be missing something. Also, the fact that Nana's broke and she's like spending money to go take a cab to see this dude. That's another thing. I'm like, if you're gonna be in this weird dynamic with this dude, at least like run his pockets. Like, I'd be like, I need money. Give me money, please. And they're making money. I mean, Reira dropped like, what was it, 10,000 yen or whatever on Shinichi, or 100,000 or whatever the heck. Okay, I don't know. I feel like I've talked in circles about a bunch of different things in this episode. Hopefully I didn't miss anything important, but I do want to go to sleep. So with that, thanks for watching. If you're interested in following along on more Nana episodes, definitely subscribe and share some comments, some theories on anything that I talked about, some opinions, whether you agree, disagree. Love to hear from you guys, because I think a lot of times, like, the comments really add to my experience of the story. And so definitely loving you guys comment. And yeah, with that, thank you so much for watching. I think I said that already. Ooh. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.